This is my second video, and I actually just changed only the view for my actual camera, but it's still the same day as me recording my first one. So y'all might be like, he got the same outfit on. I'm doing these videos on the same day because I needed to talk to you now about some of the stuff that I'm learning so far in my journey of me getting into the fashion industry. So if you watched my last video, you'll know that I'm just now getting or starting the process of me becoming a personal stylist. And I'm going to two schools right now. And one of the schools are called School of Style, and this is online. And then I'm going to another one called Teen Vogue and Parsons Fashion Industry Essential Certification Program. That's not the whole title of it, but I don't know how else to say it because the Teen Vogue and Parsons Certificate Program, I guess I could say that. Teen Vogue and Parsons Certificate Program, which is fashion related as well. And I get a certificate, both of them. So I'm not going to go into the spill of that because I've already explained that in the last video. What I want to what I want to go over with you now is I haven't started one of them. I haven't started Teen Vogue and Parsons yet. With that school, I have a whole year before I have to actually complete it. It's only going all together. It's about 40 hours. So it's like a full work week. But you know, it's still a lot because you have assignments and stuff like that to do. So I don't really want to overwhelm myself. I will start that one soon. I'm just trying to learn how to market myself as well. So I'm learning that, and I'm learning the stuff from the School of Style, which I've actually already started. So I'm already kind of like what they consider to be week 2. Week 1 pretty much was just the introduction of what a personal stylist actually is. So I'm not gonna go into too much detail about what it is. I just want to kind of get an overview so you'll know if you are trying to become a personal stylist, like what do you learn from these places when you actually sign up? Because you might not know. They just want you to pay this money. You're like, well, what am I actually gonna learn? So right now in week 1 is what they want to call it. You just learn what you are as a personal stylist. What is a personal stylist? And I'm gonna tell you what a personal stylist is not. So people get confused because a lot of people put personal styling and styling into like one big pot of soup, but there actually are different types of stylists. So as a personal stylist, what you are not is you're not a fashion stylist. So what that means is you won't be styling for magazines, you won't be styling for music videos, TV shows, you won't be, or you know, any type of editorial, anything, movies, anything like that. That's not you. You're a personal stylist. You don't that's considered to be a fashion stylist. So if you're a fashion stylist, you work with you know, music videos and TV shows and magazines and things like that. So that's a totally different thing than a personal stylist. You're not a personal shopper. Even though you do shop for the clients, you would want to make sure that you're very specific as to you being a personal stylist for fashion. You're your personal stylist as far as fashion goes. Because if you go into saying that you're a personal shopper, they might start trying to get you to have, you know, purchase them groceries and, you know, go to CVS and pick them up stuff. And, you know, they might try to get you to start running like errands to buy stuff for them. And, you know, you might have to direct them like, listen, I'm not a personal shopper. You need some groceries, you know, call Instacart. If you stay in Austin, y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, that's not what you are as a personal stylist. Personal stylist, you work with regular people. Now, you could work with a celebrity as a personal stylist and you just be that personal celebrity, like a celebrity stylist. But the thing about that is, I don't know if I would want to do that. I used to think I would want to do that, but I don't know if I want to be a celebrity stylist because unless they were successful and I was always styling them. Because if you're a celebrity stylist, you know, you kind of got to be on call basically when they're on call. So if they have something to come up, hey, I need you to go get an outfit, you just got to up and do it. So I think you have to always kind of have free time to be able to kind of be just able to go up and go, you know, hey, I got a workshop, I'm going to, I got a appearance I got to make, I need you to find me an outfit. You have to be free to be able to get it. And, you know, you can't really, you're kind of at liberty to their schedule. You know, they don't really work around you, you work around them. So if you have other stuff going on, you got to kind of stop, dropping everything else you got going on to go help that celebrity. So, I don't know if that's for me. I don't, I'm not saying I won't ever do it, but I don't know if that's for me. You know, my best friend actually is a playwright, and he does a lot in the theater world. So he always tells me, well, you can do this, or you can do that, or you can get, money for doing this, with a stage show and things like that. But I don't know. I mean, I would do it if I learned how to do it, but that's a totally different thing. That's not the same as being a personal stylist, because it's just different stuff you have to know. And that's totally, at the School of Style, that's a totally different program than personal styling. So that's what it's not. And image consulting. You're not an image consultant if you're a personal stylist. Image consulting, normally you work with somebody and you help them head to toe. So you might tell them, hey, if you're trying to become, I don't know, you trying to become I don't know, I guess you could say, if you're trying to become a doctor, you're trying to get an interview to work at some prestigious, doctor's office or something like that, you need to wear this color. It's been known, that if you wear blue in an interview, you get this job. And, if you do wear your hair this type of certain way, I'm saying, looks professional, the people take you more seriously. There's a lot of other things that you have to know as an image consultant, just from head to toe, makeup and stuff like that. It's just, you have to know the colors, you have to know mood colors and stuff like that. And some of the stylists schools, I think the other one I want to go to, which is called the Paid Stylist, that was started or created from someone who actually lives here in Austin. I think they teach color, like mood color, all that kind of stuff. But you're not an image consultant if you're a personal stylist. Now, if you want to be, that's on you, but that's not what it is. That's not what you are. As far as, that's what I'm being taught. That's not, you don't want to get caught up in that. You're not a personal, you're not, you're a personal stylist. You're not all those other things I mentioned. So that's enough with that. So what else I'm learning is pretty much all the things that I'm going to need, which is all stuff I already knew. But if you watched my last video, I did say I'm at Dynasty 0. So there's a lot of things I don't have. But you do need to get, some of the things I did not mention that I don't have, I need some professional pictures taken. You do need professional pictures taken, because for your website, you can't just take pictures that you have on Instagram and put. I mean, some people take really good pictures on Instagram. I'm not saying that you can't use them, because some people take some really good pictures on Instagram, or they get help with people, and some people just are really good with taking Instagram photos. But I don't think all people who take Instagram photos are using actual photos that they use like with a phone. I think sometimes people might upload photos that they actually took on a camera, and post them on Instagram. So, I mean, I guess if you're good at photography, you have a professional camera, somebody who knows how to work a camera, you can do that and put pictures that you might post on your own, like from lookbooks, or if you do that type of thing. But for me, I'm just going to do professional photography. I'm just going to get some headshots and do a professional shoot, which that's going to cost money. And then you want to get your website done professionally. Lauren Messiah, who is actually the instructor for the program at School of Style for personal styling, she's a personal stylist, a very successful personal stylist. And she said when she first got started, she got on a payment plan because she couldn't afford to get a website. So she got on a payment plan for somebody to do her website. And so, that just tells you right there that, she even made that investment to, get her a website made. And then she did stress that SEO is important. And this is something I already know personally. SEO is very important. SEO, for those of you who don't know, is search engine optimization. So what that means is, if you want people to, when they type certain things or they use certain keywords, you want to pop up on that first page of Google. When people Google you, you want to make sure that if they search for certain things like personal stylist in wherever city you are, you want to pop up. You want to be on that first page, because that's like free traffic, pretty much. That's traffic to your website that you're not paying for. It's something that's kind of automated, and it's definitely a way to market yourself without having to worry about, being in people's face or trying to, beg people to style them. You want to work on ways to automate your marketing, and that's something I'm working on right now. I guess I can talk about in this video. I'm just right now trying to find out ways to market myself on social media. My main focus is Instagram, because Instagram is, from what they're saying, is a market that people are using, but it's not like people aren't using it the same way as Facebook. Facebook is a big, marketing tool that a lot of people try to use. As you probably know, if you have Facebook, a lot of people doing Facebook Live and stuff like that, to, put their stuff out there, market their stuff, let people know what they do and things like that. And I'm not against it. I will do Facebook Live maybe a couple times, but Instagram, I think, is going to be, or not even I think, I know. Instagram is going to be my main point of focus. And Instagram is big for fashion people. People in fashion are big on Instagram, but why wouldn't it be? Because if you're in fashion, you want to show looks, you want to show lookbooks, you want to show, fashions that you're looking at. And you could do that on Facebook because you can use pictures on there as well, but you don't have to. On Facebook, you can just use text. You don't have to use a picture. On Instagram, you have to have a picture. So, why would it not, why would, something like fashion, which is very visual, not utilize Instagram? So that's what I'm learning right now. I'm in this, I actually took this course called Instagram University, and I'm learning a lot of stuff. So, if you can learn how to to use ninja tricks to boost your following on Instagram or any social media, I definitely would advise investing in it because it's important. That's another way of marketing yourself without having to really do anything. You just do your posts. I'll say you post on a regular basis, and your brand or what your work, or you just your brand pretty much is gonna be, it can be millions of people that follow you. They say Selena Gomez has over 107 million followers on Facebook, or not Facebook, Instagram. That's a lot of people. So definitely I would invest in something like that if I were you. But if you don't feel like you need it, you can do it organically another type of way, then hey, by all means, do whatever works. So going back to the checklist, I need photos. I need a website. I need a website with somebody who's gonna be able to do SEO and set me up for some proper SEO. You need to look into a lawyer because this is a business. So, and you're gonna be doing contracts and giving people contracts, and to work with them. And some people are shady. They might not want to pay you, and you might have to take them to court. So you definitely, there's something that you have to look into is a lawyer. Another thing you want to look into is opening you up a business account for as far as banking. You want to have that money separate because when you're getting paid from your clients, it's not like when you're working at a job. They're not going to take taxes and stuff out, and you don't want to get caught up with Uncle Sam because Uncle Sam won't, they don't play if you owe them money. You don't want no parts of that. So definitely you want to get some type of business account, and make sure you have that money separate so you can kind of track all your money of where it's going to in and out and what you're using it for and things like that. And you definitely want to probably work with some type of accountant, or maybe if you know somebody who's an accountant or something like that, you want to get somebody to assist you with your money as far as making sure that you maybe are putting the right amount of money away for taxes and stuff like that, because that's where a lot of people who work for themselves get caught up. I know even I at one point in time was gonna get in the network marketing niche, and I know people who are very successful who has made a lot of money say they are currently caught up with Uncle Sam. Like, they are having to pay Uncle Sam, a lot of money because they were not paying Uncle Sam like they were supposed to. So, they're still making money, but they owe Uncle Sam a lot of money too. So, I just think, why not just, my girl Susie Orman, if you don't know who she is, she's a very successful financial guru. She always say, get somebody to help you put that, when you get a certain amount of money, you take that certain amount of money and put it to the side that you're going to have to give to the government. And but then you write off a lot of stuff too when you're in your own business. Like, I get to write off the School of Style if I, actually get started this year and open my business and, actually start getting clients. I ain't gonna say if, when, and I start getting clients, then I can write off that I went to, School of Style, and you can actually write that off. You can write off a lot of different things. So that's just certain things that you're gonna need. And then make sure you're looking into health insurance, car insurance. You have to be, legit with everything. Because health is wealth, and you gotta, even though you start your own business, you want to still make sure you're taking care of yourself, and you have to make sure your appearance is right. So, not only health insurance, but you want to make sure your dental insurance is right. So you can make sure that your mouth is taken care of. So, you talking to these clients, you don't, have dragon breath. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are all things that you want to make sure you take care of. So because it's a business, and of course, doing fashion or being a personal stylist, if that's your passion, of course you're gonna have fun with it, but you have to make sure the business side of it is right. So that's it with that. And also I just started reading a book, and I keep on forgetting the name of it. I think it's called The Branding of You. The Branding of You, I think, is the name of the book. And oh my God, that book is amazing. Like, I was up like till 4 o'clock in the morning reading it last night. It was actually one of my assignments for School of Style. But I'm so glad she told me about that book, because it makes so much sense, the stuff that I'm learning. If you get that book, if you're trying to become, even if you're not trying to become a personal stylist, if you're trying to brand yourself at anything, please go get that book. It is everything. It makes so much sense. Everything he says, he gives you little checklists that you can do to start. That's why if you watch my last video, that's why I got my domain, because that was one of the first things he said to do. He said, get your domain, and get your name out there. And he definitely tells you things to do to brand yourself. So, and if you're going to be a personal stylist, you are the brand. You are the brand. No one else. Your whatever your name is, your name, John Doe or Jane Doe, you're the brand. So, even if you don't, I'll say this: if you can't afford to start school right now, if you can't afford to do School of Style, if you can't afford to do, any type of styling school online, or go to a fashion school, get that book. It's only $12.99. Read that book, so at least you'll know things before you do start, things that you can do ahead of time. So when you do start school, you might already have your domain. You might already have contacts of people that you want to work with to do your website. Somebody can do your logo. You might find somebody like I did, who just said they'll do everything. And I'm strongly considering working with him, because he said he can do everything. My logo, my website, my stationery, my SEO. And, it's a lot of money, but it's worth it to me, because that'll be like a one-stop shop. I'll have all that stuff taken care of, and it'll be legit. And he's in Texas too, so I like that as well. He's in Texas. He's not in Austin. He's in Houston, but yeah. So you definitely want to maybe start researching that, to kind of have that process get started. But when I say marketing. When I say marketing, you do want to make yourself an authority, as far as being in fashion and being a stylist. You definitely want to make yourself authority and do things to make yourself stand out. But, don't get too caught up in the hype. You want to market yourself in a business. Don't try to just market yourself so you can be like if you're trying to be like an internet celebrity or something like that, or that's different. If you want to start a YouTube channel, become a YouTube channel sensation, that's kind of something different, because people who are trying to work with you in fashion probably aren't gonna care about that kind of stuff. I'm a YouTube sensation. I have on YouTube I have over 500,000 followers. I don't care about that. What can you do to help me with my fashions? That's definitely something you need to do too. Oh, and I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna let it go, because I'm gonna go because I'm at like 18 minutes, so I don't want to really keep you too long. Definitely, if you're not gonna start your fashion school, or if you can't afford it, or something that you got to kind of put off because life is happening, you can't afford to do it right now, but it's something that you want to do in the future. Figure out who your target customer is going to be. That's something that we're working on too. Create an avatar of what your ideal customer is who you want that person to be, and get very deep with it. You can be very detailed. You can even give them a name. Some people in the class I'm taking the class from online, but I'm actually in a class. They're filming it in a class with students, so you see student interaction and things like that. And one of the girls actually named her avatar, so you can give it a name. They can have kids. You can give them a job. You give them an income. You give them what do they do? Free on the weekends. What do they do in their free time? Do all that. Say with all this stuff, and then say what their problem is. Say what their issue is, like what they're like. They don't feel sexy. They've gained this weight after having all these kids. They don't feel. They feel like their husband don't want them no more. You know what I'm saying? They don't like looking in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? They think, you can even go deep and say that, they think they're ugly. Like, you can go deep with it. And, then say how you can help that person. And then put all the stuff that you have, the tools and skills that you have, and how you relate to that customer, and how you can do, what you can do to help that client. Definitely do that too. That's something that they tell you to do. And if you get the book, The Branding of You, they tell you to do that in that book too. So definitely do that. So that's where I'm at so far with the School of Style. I kind of stopped because I did get the book and I've been reading that. I kind of want to finish the book, but the book is 600 and something pages, and I'm like, oh, it took me a month to read my last book I read. That was like 500. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, I think I might just have to kind of read it while I'm kind of still doing the School of Style stuff, because I kind of want to get that up and be done with that within the next couple of months. So that's that. So if you watched the whole video, thank you for watching this whole video. If you could do me a favor and give me a good old thumbs up if you like it. And the next best thing for you to do that I would really appreciate is for you to subscribe. I am going to be putting more videos out. I'm trying to help you guys out who are trying to get in the fashion industry. I want to help, you know, me and my mistakes. I want y'all to learn from my mistakes. So if I do something that's a mistake, or I do something that's wrong, or I do something that I feel like I forgot, I'm definitely going to share it with you guys. And I'm here to help. So please come back and check me out.